Hello everyone, my name is Yap Jilam and I'm from Design Studio 3. Today I'm going to talk about my project which is named Kyoroku. Kyoroku is actually a direct translation of collaboration to Japanese. And now I'm going to talk about the two type of users that are going to use our building, which is student X and student Y. Student X will represent students from architectural firm, and then student Y will represent students from the IT firm. After I interviewed both of the students, I realized that architecture students have classes which is mostly all held in block E, but sometimes it was held in block C, and students Y, which is the IT students, mostly have their class in block C, but sometimes they will have their class in block D. But in this situation, after I asked them, I realized that they have a similar time where they will meet up in a certain area, which is the canteen hour, which is the lunch hour, or the time in between classes where they need to wait for a while in order for the class to start, so they both go to block 3 to lepak a bit, to rest a bit. After the study, I realized that both of the students is actually lack of a space for presentation, which is what they request for me to like design the type of building that they wanted to be in. And then I also realized that architecture students have very small space to do their work. I mean very less space to do their work after classes. That's why this is to design an extra space for them to have their extra work area. And then for this is to my design attempt at first trial, where how I started to identify and respond to the site. This the first one is to try to just separate it between different zoning, and then different type of space like semi, private or public space. And then the other is like some similar concept but in a different arrangement and understanding. For this, I started to do some layout for the planning to understand the different spaces that I need, and then I feel like the garden is the most important one, so that I put the garden in the center where it goes to the other zoning if it's possible. And then for this part is my study and understanding the ergonomics of that space, how much space or area I needed for a specific room or spaces. And for this one is my meshing design, meshing about how I get my form of my exterior. First of all, it's already starting to be a normal block. Then I divided into 3 different type of spaces. This is because I wanted to separate the different type of zoning like semi-private, private, and uh, public space. And then after that, number 3 is that I bend according to the site to fit in the site boundary. Therefore, this is to therefore it shapes like that. And then I extended the center area out. That one is to indicate that this will be the main entrance area. And then for the 5th one is to divide again to separate the zoning into a smaller space for different type of spacing within it. The 6th one will be subtracting some spaces so that will be indicating the entrance area or opening area where they can have light and wind to enter the building. And then the last part will be about adding the openings. And now I'm going to talk about my site. Our site is actually a parking next to the parking lot area where there's actually greeneries, which is behind block G. We choose this site is because it was more easy to access to me, because like there's already parking here, easier for user to use this building because some of the other area is very hard to like make a proper parking area next to it because of the super steep slope. And then wind is coming from this direction straight, so that you can get wind access very easily from the southwest side. And this will be my plan, no, roof plan I mean. And then this you will see that the roof having this zigzag pattern, which is actually metal cladding. And this zigzag pattern is actually to represent like when two people connects, they will create an electrical pulse, which is that. And now for my plan. First of all, for the ground floor plan first is after you walk past the road, you have this drop off area, and then when you enter the room, you first enter the reception / lobby type of zone. And then after that, you will walk over here, you will see that there will be a pantry and sleeping area at one side, and the toilet will be on the other side. After that, you walk the stairs down to the LG floor, then you will see the garden area at the bottom, which is having the office facing directly at the garden area. I want the office to face the garden area is like to relax the workers within it, so that they have a more relaxing view outside instead of just full of walls surrounding it. And then having the multi-purpose hall behind it, I add sliding doors in between two halls, as well as the front sliding door towards the entry hallway. This is because after if any events is going to be held here, all the sliding door can be moved away, and then it will open up into a bigger room space for the users to use. And the storage area is mostly to store extra tables and chairs for the multi-purpose hall, just in case it was needed. This will be my front elevation, this will be my back elevation, and this will be a sectional detail of the roofing on top of the side here. On the roof plan you see the glass roofing. And then this will be my right elevation, this will be my left elevation, this will be my section, and there will be having two sections. As you can see, it's actually two different floors, not just one floor building. I decided to make the center area a little bit higher, which is double volume space, is because there will be greeneries there, and greeneries might grow really tall depending on the type of plants I'm gonna use. So I give it some space so that it won't reach the top straight away. And this at the bottom will be all the model pictures that I taken. And then this will be my isometric drawing, which shows that the roofing here and here is using concrete, and the center one is concrete surrounding the glass area. And then as you can see, there will be different type of zoning, how they're linked together. This will be the toilet area, this will be the entrance, this will be the lobby / reception area, and then this is the pantry / sleeping zone. This the central area which is mostly the central garden, and then the one next to it, the number 4, is the office area, and then the 5 is the communal area, and the number 6 is the storage room. And the white color structure at the top is actually metal cladding, just for the exterior, and then it's also to represent the pulse thing I talked about at first. And this is my whole presentation, and this will be the whole board, and this will be how the whole board will look like. Okay, thank you.